Which Maxpedition patty or pouch is best for you? Well, I'm going to go through them and then you can decide, and I'll tell you how I've used mine. Welcome, this is Haku EDC. This is what we're going to be looking at, the new Maxpedition patties that I've had for anywhere from 3 weeks to 5 weeks now. I received this patty, this one, from Maxpedition to review. And if you want to see my review of that one, it'll be somewhere up in this area here. I like this one so much that it's my daily carry of stuff. And I've showed what's in it before, but I'll just quickly open it up and close it so that you can see what's in there. This one is a little bit over 3 by 5, 3.5 by 5, and it fits pretty much everything I need to carry. It does fit in my pocket. I like it well, and it's still my favorite of these three. I'm going to tell you what I've done with these two. I'll let you know that you can look at this one and go to a place. We're going to concentrate on these two. First, talk about what they have in common. First off, they're both made from 500D denier water-resistant nylon. So that means you can pour water on them, don't dunk them. They are both YKK Zipper 8, if I remember correctly. They both have back pockets and a main compartment. And they come with a loop that you can put either around your neck so that you can hold it that way, or some people have been stated that they put it around their waist or loop it around a belt to make it close. And I would say over half the people just take it off. This one clearly is one that will fit inside your pocket. This one could probably fit inside your pocket if you wanted a huge bulge. This one is 3.5 by 5. This one is 5 by 7. And then there's one in between here that's 4 by 6. The 4 by 6, 5 by 7 comes in a bunch of different colors, including dark tan, foliage green, black, OD green, which is what this color is supposed to be, wolf gray, and multicam. Whereas the smaller one, the 3.5 by 5, only comes in black, OD green, wolf gray, multicam, and khaki, which is the color that you see here. Those are the similarities of them. They're both going to be around the same price. When I looked at places that they're being sold, they're typically between $19 and $23, just depending on if they're on sale, if there's a discount or not. But they're so close together that deciding which of these three or four, the one that's in that you want, you can decide on size, functionality, or whatever you wish to have. Now, they all have a little Maxpedition patch on them. They come in different places. Down here in the corner, this one is in the middle, and this one is on top. That's really the only place where you're going to get any sort of major things that say Maxpedition. They're all made, if I remember correctly, in Vietnam, and we'll just recheck that. But I think that that's the case. That's what all these have in common. That's what you're looking at. So in other words, the materials are going to be pretty much the same. The layout of these are going to be pretty much the same, and in a 4 by 6, this one's going to have a slightly different layout to it. So now that you know that, let's on each one of these, and I'll go over and the differences of them. We're going to start off with the pocket patty. I'm probably going to keep saying patty when I mean platty. It's sort of funny, but this is the pocket platty. Now this one is made to go inside a pocket area. So if you have a decent sized pocket or an okay pocket, these will fit in there really easily. They don't take up too much space at all. As you can tell that this one is even curved a little bit to fit inside the pocket so that things don't rattle around too much. And as stated, this one also comes with a lanyard, and this lanyard loop is great for going around your neck. It is great for attaching it to something else. And I think that this one is for, if you want to use the lanyard, I think it's great for someone who's very active. For instance, wintertime you're skiing, whether cross country or downhill, having something like this attached to you and that you can reach to get just inside your jacket but it's around your neck and shoulder area is going to be really fantastic to carry. Otherwise, you can just take these things out and put it inside your pocket. This one is sort of set up for that kind of thing, for maybe biking or possibly skiing in the wintertime, cross country or downhill, or backcountry even. I have a little light in case it gets dark and I need to find my way. So this one is a through night saber, but pretty much any light would do. I have a Victorinox compact, and so I have a little knife here. I have scissors that are nice, but I also put in a little bit of fire starter right here. I don't know if you can see that there. In case I need to start a fire, I have this container for, let's say you want pills or something like that to carry along. You can carry your ID in here, Frenzo lens, some extra cash or money, got a cigarette lighter in there. On the outside here, I have a whistle in case you need to whistle for someone or help. A little thermometer with a compass, and also a little magnifying glass. That should help you find your direction and keep you aware of what the temperature is on the outside. Remember that the temperature on inside your jacket is not going to be the same as on the outside of your jacket. And what I have is a Smokezilla lighter. It's very thin, it's very light, but you put in a little gas before you go. Then all you need to do is punch it here, and you have enough flame in case you need to start a fire, then you're able to do that. I think that this is really a nice little package here. One of the downsides to this, as far as I'm concerned, is that because of its shape, it is sometimes a little weird as things get piled inside here, so that you need to make sure that when you're putting something inside, that it does conform in a flat manner on the inside. Because you can theoretically put in a lot of stuff here, just be careful how you fill it up. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, which is going to be an issue with the other one, I think that these colors are okay, but it would be great if they had choices of colors. And I think that more choices of colors would go to more people liking this particular product. Let me just say, I understand more colors means more SKUs, means more money cost to make these things. But I think that some colors might be worth it, like some plain colors on the inside that could be yellow or silver, for instance, to make things easier to find. Now we've finished up with this particular small platy. Let's go to the 5x7 platy. Of the platies, this is the largest one. This one is actually it's pretty darn large. It's 5x7. It probably can fit in some pockets, cargo pants. It's going to be noticeable bulge, especially if you put stuff on the outside. There are two ways that you can use this. One is has a tool pouch, and I'll show you the tool pouch loadout when I finish telling you about the loadout here. This one here is what I call my travel loadout, and I've done, just let you know that. This Maxpedition platy is ones that when I got it, it was very stiff. Even it's 500 denier, it was very stiff. If you got these and they were stiff right at the beginning, let me know in the comments. Mine has softened up a little bit, and it seems to get softer every time that I use it. That will be your case. Also, the better just from using it maybe 4 or 5, and you may have that also. On this, I set up for traveling, and I did that, and I keep the lanyard on because I put it around my neck. I typically don't travel a lot with a knife because airports would take them away. There's no particular knife or sharp item. What this is, the Todd Parker 3D modeling piece that I put this on it just so when I hold it down onto the pack pretty well. It comes with the Kinepix Victorinox scissors, a pin, PIN. We have bits, a 711L ratchet. I can things when I get to some place, or I can adjust things that I've been to places where I've gotten there. I don't in your typical hotels, maybe an Airbnb, it may be a hostel house, it could be any number of camper places. And so I may need to do a little bit of work and I don't want to have to call someone to do it. So that's very helpful. Pen, flashlight. I usually carry a flashlight on my pack, and the two flashlights that I usually carry on my pack are one of the two. I usually either carry Olight iMini 2, or sometimes I've been Coast KL35R. I like those lights. They're small, they fit in the pack, they won't come off. They get attached with a carabiner. I really like this particular light. This is a relatively new light for me, the Nikkor EDC 17. It's basically a light. A lot of lights are three-way, which is a regular light, and then you have also a little button, a little pointer. And I like the laser pointer more when I'm doing kind of a work situation, because to tell someone get this for me, and I can use this light to point it, and it has an ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is something, I used to believe I didn't really care. When I'm older, I seem to really care, and the ultraviolet lights just reinforce me that there are things out there that I don't like. Since I use it for traveling, you will see me in the airport. I will have passport with me. I carry like a TSA global entry piece to write on. I'm carrying my passport a lot more often these days where I live. There's a lot of stops where you need to prove who you are citizenship wise. This is my headset, my headphones. I use both. I've used these for, I don't know, I've had them for 4 or 5 years. Traveling, there are noise, they're easy. They connect up to my phone. Oh, I forgot to mention the other thing that I can put my phone in here also without any issue. So I put my phone, some other stuff right up front without any issue at all. I like to carry maybe some ID here, but I may carry an IDs, a little friends. This is my power bank just for short-term powering of things, and I can put that all in here without any issue at all. The other thing that I carry when I'm traveling, I don't do so when I'm at home, but when I travel, is just a little fingernail clipper. I don't know why I don't do it. I don't use a fingernail clipper more often, but I do when I travel, and I like this Mr. Green one the best. I like it better than a lot of the ones that are out there. This is the Maxpedition Platy 5x7. I added a little glow piece on it, so if I were to lose it, and I may be able to more easily find it. So that's what I keep in when I'm traveling. Now let me show you what I have when I'm at home. You just want to make this into a small little toolkit. What do you think so far? Now that you've seen sort of the recreational everyday carry toolkit version of these, which one's probably for you? As I stated, the Pico is the one that I carry the most. I'm probably going to use the most. It's probably going to be with me every day or close to every day for the next few months or years. And I really like it. I just wish, as I said, that they all came in a little bit more vibrant colors. I understand the whole green military motif, but having something that's a slightly brighter colors would be helpful. What you're thinking about that? And once again, these are the Maxpedition Pico. This is the small patty, 3.5 by 5, the pocket patty, and this is the large one. They're all around the same price, about $21, $22. And the pricing shouldn't be an issue for you. Links to these will be in the description below. And if you're interested in knowing what any things are and like these packouts, please let me know. This is Saku EDC. I'll see you in the future.